The new year is here, and this is what I'm going to do to get some quick and easy money making wins, specifically in sync licensing as a producer. Now, what I like to do at the end of any year and the beginning of any year is take a look and review what has happened over the past year. And what I'm looking for is clues that success left throughout the year, because success leaves clues. So one thing I like to look at specifically to get some quick and easy wins is what worked. A lot of people, I don't know, a new year starts and they're like, yo, new year, new me, new year, new strategies, new year, new tactics, all of this stuff. But it's like, yo, you really don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to do a bunch of new things unless you just have a bunch of just trash habits that are just not helping you progress at all. Then yes, you need all new things. Like, throw that stuff out the window and get some new habits. But if you've been doing the right things and you've seen some wins, you've seen some success, whatever that looks like, that could be, you may have heard back from music libraries, or you may have heard from one publisher that they really like a particular style of music from you, and they just love to keep hitting you up for that style of music. That may be a clue that other publishers may like that same type of music, right? So that's an example of just like a clue, like of something that was working for you, something that worked, something that shows you you're on the right track. So for me, first thing I'm doing is I'm going back and seeing which publishers I worked with the previous year and if I like that experience or not. If I like the experience and we did some work, then I want to do more work with them. I like to work with people that I like. Most people do. If you had a negative experience with any particular person or company, you don't have to keep having negative experiences. So let's capitalize on the positive ones. If you want more positive experiences, go back to the publishers, the producers, the songwriters, the artists, the whoever you're collaborating with. Go back to them and do more work and create more positive experiences and dope music and dope relationships. So I'm looking back and saying, who did I enjoy working with this past year, right? So I'll jot that down. Boom. Next thing I'm looking at, okay, out of the publishers I worked with, which ones did I see placements with this past year? Okay, jot that down. A lot of these companies are going to be the same. Like, a lot of the companies I enjoy working with, a lot of the publishers I enjoy working with, a lot of the, songwriters and things like that I enjoy working with. A lot of these are going to be on the different columns. They're going to match up. They're going to be on multiple columns, right? So, boom, I got placements with this particular publisher. Or I seen certain songs with this particular collaboration take off. We should probably collaborate more, right? Because that's success leaving clues. Like, if we seen, a particular album do well with a publisher, boom, that's multiple clues. The first clue is the type of album it was, right? If it's a certain style of music, okay, that's a clue that you need to produce more of that style of music. And then if that music was getting placed, same thing, you need to do more of that. And then it could also be, okay, that album did good with that particular publisher, you should probably do more albums for that publisher. So as I'm going back and I'm reviewing all these things throughout the year, I'm seeing, okay, these are the companies I'm going to reach back out to and, say, hey, would love to do another album. What are your current needs? I'm reaching out to them and I'm asking them that question. I've already done this like a week or so ago, and I've already heard back from from one publisher. And this is what I mean when I say like quick and easy money making wins, because we had an album that already did well, got a lot of placements all over the world, from the United States to UK to South Africa to I think Sweden, all over the place. So Brazil, all over the place. So hit them up, they hit me back. Oh, actually, boom, we're working on this new thing. We want you to be a part of it. Boom, let us know if this works for you. Quick win. Boom, they sent me the details. I'm like, yes, I'm in. Count me in. So that was a quick win. Like before, like as soon as the year starts, I have projects that I'm working on for publishers that I know I get wins with them. So I'm locking in my wins early, like January 1. You know, we're locking in those wins. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going back, I'm reviewing. What else? Seeing who I like working with, seeing what got placed. Another thing I go through, I'll go through my royalty statements over the past year, and I'll see what types of tracks were getting placed a lot, what type of shows replay a lot. Like if I keep seeing this same show across all these royalty checks. One of those shows was Catfish on MTV, and Catfish is funny, man, because it's on MTV, it's on a cable network, so it doesn't pay an insane amount of money, right? But the type of music I produced for that show, usually a lot of those tracks will get played for a long period of time, which means, you know, the longer they play, the more they pay. So I'm just like, okay, I need to do more tracks like this, because not only will Catfish use a decent chunk of time with your music, Catfish also will re-air a lot of times throughout the year. And excuse me. And it adds up, man. It adds up. Like when you find a show that re-airs a lot, it's not like one of those one-off shows that, you know, it airs one time. Like for example, let's take NAACP Image Awards, right? I've gotten some placements on there multiple years, but it'll replay a few times just because like it's an award show. You know, it'll play like the original airing, and then it'll probably air like later that night, or later, like, you know, middle of the night or something like that, for people who didn't catch the original version. That's cool. But you get a show that re-airs a lot, like throughout the week, and then multiple times throughout the week, your royalties are gonna add up quicker. So when I'm looking at the statements, I'm looking for shows that re-air a lot. I'm looking for shows that I got a lot of placements on, and I'm looking at the types of tracks that were placed. And my strategy moving into the new year is make more tracks like that, because again, it's not about starting over and starting from scratch every year. It's about paying attention to what worked and doing more of what worked. That's all you have to do. You keep doing more of what worked year after year after year, things start to compound, and you start to see progress faster, because you're not starting over every time. You're just building upon what already works. And that's my strategy every year. I don't really do resolutions. It's a continuation of what we already started. And that's what I'm doing, and that's how I do it. I look for the clues that success leaves, and that's worked for me. So hopefully that insight will help you in what you're trying to do this year. If you're a producer trying to get more TV placements, or you're trying to get your first TV placement, you know, that's the play for me. That's the play. If you don't know where to start, in trying to get TV placements, start with my free Sync Producer Quick Start Guide. It'll walk you through the steps I took to get my first TV placement, and it'll give you some tips and strategies on exactly what you need to do, how you need to have things set up, so that you're starting on the right foot and you're avoiding a lot of mistakes that most producers make when they try and get started in producing music for TV and film. So the link to that will be in the description. I'll pin it in the comments as well, so you can have it. But that's it, man. New year, let's get it. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.